Millions of Americans will be taking to the road and skies today, hoping to reach their loved ones for Thanksgiving. AAA says more than 48 million people will journey 50 miles or more between now and Sunday. Today is expected to be the busiest travel day of the year.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Kyle Bosch. 10 minutes before 7 o'clock, and we're starting our nonstop news and weather to help you plan your day. We start now with a developing story out of Clay County. The Sheriff's Department is investigating a church burglary in Sabin. St. Cecilia's Catholic Church was broken into last Monday, and the church has stopped holding masses. You can see the note there posted until further notice.
The sheriff's office couldn't confirm exactly what was stolen, but church members tell Valley News Live it was the tabernacle that was taken. Now, authorities say their investigation is still ongoing. Anyone with information is asked to call the Clay County Sheriff's Office. That number is up on your screen, 218-299-5151. Well, we've got some breaking news for you this morning. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley will be serving as the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations under President-elect Donald Trump. A source familiar with the Trump presidential transition confirms this morning that Haley has accepted that position.
The news comes as Trump takes a break from transition planning to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday with his family in Florida. But we are getting more details about who else might join the new Trump administration. In an interview with Fox News, retired neurosurgeon Ben Carson confirmed he's been offered a position in the cabinet, possibly as Secretary of Housing and Urban Development.
And the president-elect himself did meet with reporters and editors with the New York Times yesterday and has backed off some of his campaign promises, including plans to further investigate Hillary Clinton.
It's now 6:51, time for weather and traffic on the ones. And we start with Lisa Green on a busy travel day, as we've been talking about all morning. And is it still foggy out there? Oh,
Yes, so we're looking at some foggy conditions here this morning throughout the valley. Fargo Moorhead, one of those places underneath that fog and that mist too. So visibility a problem here. We're looking at reports that are less than a mile in places like Thief River Falls and in Wahpeton, Moorhead. Looks like we may be seeing some lowering visibility at the airport there. In Fargo, at the Fargo Airport, at Hector Airport, we've got 1.25 miles visibility reported and a little under 2 miles in Detroit Lake. So right in the heart of the Red River Valley, and especially east from there, visibilities are lower. That's also where we happen to have temperatures that are colder too. So that may be an issue as far as slick roads with that fog and mist depositing on some sub-freezing surfaces. We could end up with some slippery spots. Sidewalks too, your steps leading out of your house, be careful this morning. Snow showers still impacting eastern Minnesota. Duluth, the Arrowhead down toward Minneapolis, we're seeing those snow showers. So if you're going to be heading eastward today, this is the trouble spot for us here in the Midwest, and that's going to continue to be an issue over toward Chicago, more likely getting some rain. Stretching down I-29, looking pretty good, at least at the moment, and then westward into the Dakotas, a better forecast for you for traveling as well. Temperatures, again, anywhere from the upper 20s in the east to some mid-30s. It's 35 degrees in Fargo, 33 in Grand Forks. Calm air right now. We'll see that wind pick up a little bit into the low teens out of the north for this afternoon. So here's a look at our forecast. The fog gradually lifting today. We'll still have mostly cloudy skies, perhaps a few snow showers in the east, a couple of flurries maybe even this afternoon generally in the valley, but we're looking at a quieter day. It's this fog that's going to be the main factor for any travelers here. Later tonight, if you're hitting the roads after work, temperatures right around the freezing mark, still perhaps a couple of flakes flying around, but otherwise looking quiet. And perhaps a little snow shower activity into Thanksgiving as well in South Dakota and right along that state line. Let's check in with Al.
It certainly is a murky morning out here, as you've indicated, but I'll tell you something. I've been all over the FM metro area, and the driving conditions are actually pretty darn good. Road surfaces is wet, but by and large, I've not run into any slippery areas, anything like that. What I am seeing is a heck of a lot of traffic. My goodness, it's really busy out here this morning, particularly westbound Interstate 94, northbound I-29. We have a couple of stalled cars out here you need to be aware of. One has been here all week. It's that one at South University Drive and westbound I-94. The other one is just west of 34th Street. The lights and flashers are on that one. The one by South University, they are not. Drive carefully this morning. As always, Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
It's now 6 minutes before 7. We're following a developing story in the wake of Sunday night's clash between police and protesters over the Dakota Access Pipeline. Law enforcement and demonstrators are telling two very different stories. After a woman at the protest site was seriously injured and had to be airlifted to a Twin Cities hospital.
21-year-old Sophia Wolanski of New York is now recovering from surgery after nearly losing her arm from an explosion. At a news conference and vigil were held yesterday morning in Minneapolis outside the hospital. The Morton County Sheriff says that her injury was likely caused by someone in the crowd and not by law enforcement officers, because the injuries are not consistent with the tactics they were using in crowd control. But Wolanski's father claims it was a concussion grenade launched by police that struck his daughter in the arm. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says the incident remains under investigation.
New for you this morning, a man is facing several charges after police say he drove his car through the front wall of Extreme PETA in the Osgood Strip Mall in Fargo. Police say 27-year-old Matthew Aventi is in the Cass County Jail on charges of DUI, reckless endangerment, and felony possession of drug paraphernalia. We are following a developing story out of Tennessee this morning. Federal investigators learning more about the driver charged in that deadly school bus crash near Chattanooga. A parent of one of the students on the bus says her child told her that Jonathan Walker was speeding Monday afternoon and asked the children if they were ready to die. 5 children were killed in the crash. Walker, who has no criminal record, is facing 5 counts of vehicular homicide. Families and friends will be gathering together to share some holiday favorites tomorrow. But there are ways that we can enjoy those favorites while still staying healthy during the holiday season, with that friendly reminder that all of us need before this holiday eating season. Is the Valley Today's Christy Larson joining us live from the Family Wellness Kitchen. Hi, Christy.
Good morning, guys. If we're going to admit something on air, it's that we both love salt. We both love the holiday treats that are around, but Elizabeth's been telling me it's about the portions we take and what other substitutes we can make too.
Yeah, exactly. You can enjoy your holidays and eat the same foods, you know, that you always do, your grandma's pie or whoever's stuffing. Take a smaller portion, and maybe you can do that by taking a smaller plate to begin with. You know, try little bites of everything.
Mm-hmm. And I love, too, that we made some different recipes this morning. All of them delicious, by the way. I mean, They really were really good. And maybe if you even added these and they were all really simple to your menu, that might be just one more thing that takes up the plate with something healthy.
Exactly. We have everything is fruits and vegetables basically on here. And so incorporating more of those into your day can just kind of help you save calories. And again, it's one day, you know, so enjoy your food, but you don't want to feel full and uncomfortable.
Yeah. And as we said, each recipe that we made, I mean, as you saw throughout the whole morning show, you guys, we were able to make 3 different dishes, each of them simple, each of them delicious. We'll have those recipes up online later this morning, and I might be able to bring a few samples back for you guys too, I guess.
Good, yeah. That sounds very good. I'm thankful for you, Christy Larson. Thank you so much. Do you know what your kids are going to do after high school? Well, it can be a daunting challenge for many graduates.
But there is an option that can keep your son or daughter close to home and within a few years have them having a job paying 6 figures.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard decision thinking if I wanted to commit to the Air National Guard because it's a big commitment. You're in it for 6 years and you can't really get out of it.
I'm so proud of him. I can't even explain to you how excited I am for him and how proud I am of him.
Senior year is supposed to be the easiest years?
Tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10, find out what led a high school senior from the Valley to decide on staying here after school. Get some training and more education. We'll also hear from his mom, who was part of the decision-making process, as well as some of the benefits he'll be picking up along the way. Well, there are a lot of people who will be benefiting and able to sit down to a good meal, all thanks to the 2016 Fill the Dome project. It was, again, a huge success. This year, the student-led food drive raised nearly 200,000 pounds of food for local food banks. Over the past 10 years, the Fill the Dome project has collected more than 1.7 million pounds of food and well over $500,000. For the first time since Prohibition, North Dakota has its own locally produced whiskey. Proof Artisan Distillers has announced a limited release of Glen Fargo. The whiskey is produced, distilled, and barrel-aged here in the state. Now, there are only 200 bottles available for the first release, but more is expected prior to the new year. People can try out the new whiskey at Proof, which is in downtown Fargo, a special event going on tonight from 4 until 7. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, once again, most children will only do this for 37 seconds. The answer is sit on Santa's lap.
I suppose, some kids, it's kind of a daunting experience, but two, if you've ever been to the mall, you know how the lines are, so it's kind of, what do you want? And take your
Tell
picture.
them what you want
Yeah.
and get going.
And move on. You can take part in our question in the morning at our Valley News Live Facebook page every Monday through Friday. Big travel day and just kind of a weird, icky morning out there.
Yeah, kind of like last night. We had that mist throughout the Valley or the Holiday Lights Parade that we were in. That's what we've got going on this morning, and temperatures are below freezing in some places, so there may be some slick spots on the roads. Fog bringing down that visibility too, so be careful as you're traveling. A little snow in the afternoon hours in the south tomorrow, but the weekend looks good.
Well, that's all the time we have on the Valley today here on KVLY and KX4, but much more local news and weather coming up on Fargo CW.